Hello, beautiful seekers of the truth, light workers, earth angels, entrepreneurs, heart-centered entrepreneurs. This video is for you because it's about living life from love. So really true heart-centered beings like you, I love to talk to, I love to connect with, because my message really is love no matter what. So whatever happens in your life, within you or on the outside, whatever happens for you in your life is something to accept, to cherish, to receive with gratitude and to love. Okay, it's hard to love something that's really horrible, really horrific, terrible, but it's only on the outside looking like that, because there's always a silver lining. There's always a blessing in anything that the universe or life itself or God brings to us or sends to us. Because the universe or the God energy, the creation energy, the cosmic consciousness is always benevolent. It can't do or be or anything else. It's always benevolent. So therefore, whatever it sends to you is benevolent. But there's also another aspect of this. We are also creating. We are co-creators. So we are creating with Father, Mother, God, with the universe. So if we are adamant that we cannot ever make money doing very little with ease and with peace, and we believe we have to work hard and hustle away, working long hours, and then one day we will have the results, we will have the abundance. Or if we believe that relationships aren't for us, we have tried it and it always fails, it always ends up in big tears and big hurts, heartbreaking experiences, so they are not for me, I won't have relationships anymore. So if we hold on to those beliefs, then we are co-creating, and Father, Mother, God, the universe, who really wants to help you, who wants you to have a beautiful relationship and an abundance of money as a reward for your work. But if you say otherwise, then so it is. That's how powerful you are. You are also a creator. And this is really important to understand because, we are still living in duality. So we have our free will, our ego mind, and we also have our soul and our higher self, and which is connected to our unity consciousness, cosmic consciousness. And as long as we have those two selves, let's say, we have the choice to either create from our free will or to create from our God self. It's been very challenging to have those two options. Having free will has created a lot of damage on the planet for ages and ages and ages. We would never have, if we were led by Father, Mother, God's energy, we would never have gone through these dark ages that we have gone through in such a horrific measure. And I've just learned that the door to that possibility is sealed for good. We will not ever have to go that low into such a low vibrational energy as a humanity ever again. We've learned and we've done it and we won't do it again. I think that's really good to know. So now it's about going forward and living and coming back to living life from our love, from our hearts, from our cosmic consciousness and from unity consciousness. And I am really excited about that because I've waited ages and ages for that. I remember being an old soul, I remember when we decided, because I read in a book that was channeled, when the great director would be called in because humanity had decided to go and have this experiment of having free will and to sever themselves from God, to get rid of the unity consciousness. So that opened the opportunity to have free will. And I remember at that time, no, let's not do it. But that was decided, that was the majority of humanity wanted that experiment. And so it happened. And now what I like to talk about, really, I've had a conversation with somebody in a group on Facebook actually. And I was saying to her that, now it's time that we can dismantle our ego. And she said, oh, actually, I don't know if we need to dismantle our ego, whether it's actually a good idea. But then, of course, we have to first clarify, what do I understand under ego? Or what does she understand under the ego? And so what I mean when I talk about the ego mind or our ego, it's that entity that is believing and perceiving that it's separate from Father, Mother, God. It's completely a separate unit. It's like a droplet in the ocean that is separate. Although a droplet is never separate, right? If it wouldn't have that perception and that belief, it would not be a single droplet. But that's how the ego believes, and perceives itself. It sees itself like a drop in the ocean. So therefore, it has got no access to the infinite love that we are, nor does it know peace as its fundamental basic experience, nor does it have joy spontaneously. It has to create all that using the outside, to get there. So because it hasn't got its own supply, it always needs the outside to experience love or joy or peace. So it has to create circumstances around it that are peaceful. It has to, sometimes it demands people to shut up, to be quiet, to not be so loud, or, say you're living with somebody else and that person likes to have loud music, likes to, sing a lot, whatever, and you are a person who loves it really quiet, then, you would constantly battle. Your ego would try to create the outside environment so it can have peace. So it needs to have the peace on the outside because it can't have it on the inside, you see? So the ego is created from a lot of untrue limiting beliefs. And those beliefs are playing out again and again as triggers in our lives, or sometimes as fears and blockages, so we can't do certain things because of certain fears. And that's the ego realm. The ego creates all that over time, over lifetimes even. And if we don't resolve, one thing, say I came in with the belief that I'm not wanted. And therefore, you see, I was only 3 weeks old when I reaffirmed that. And obviously it was carried in because there was nothing that dramatic in my life that would have created that belief. And so I came back to uncreated this lifetime, which I've done. And therefore it's really, really important to know the beliefs that you are running in yourself, the beliefs that keep on coming up. For instance, the lady I was talking to the other day always has this experience or this feeling, why am I always wrong? I'm wrong. I feel wrong now. Oh, her husband decided to separate after 13 years, I think she said, or 20 years. And it was a real shock, she didn't expect that really. I mean, she could see that they weren't doing amazingly well together, but she was probably hoping it would get better. And then he just announced that, and again, she felt wrong, she felt I must be wrong and therefore that's happening. So that's the way the ego works. And that's what I was trying to tell her, that's what I know we need to dissolve and to, really dissolve for good. So when we dissolve the belief I am wrong, then these outside scenarios will not appear anymore. So it's the vital, important task that we all do now to uncreate any belief that isn't in alignment with our soul, with our Father, Mother, God. So anything basically that says anything less than love, anything that's not true, like I'm not loved, I must be wrong, I'm not good enough, I'm not heard, nobody loves me, I'm not respected, what am I here to do, I'm nobody. All of that comes from the realm of untruth. Because the truth is, we are infinitely loving beings. We are always residing in peace. Everything is there that we need. We just call it to us by embodying the feeling, by feeling the feeling and knowing, I am peace, I am abundance, I am joy, I am freedom, I am love, I am happiness, I am contentment, I am fulfilled. See, all of that is coming from in here because we are connecting with the potential of that being there already, because the field of all possibilities is always within us. We are able to connect with that. And that's what I want to help you with. I want to help you with, number one, really uncreating all the gray clouds that are in front of your light, like I'm not worthy, I'm not lovable, I'm wrong. Because those beliefs hold back your light. You won't be able to shine fully and really succeed full on with what you're meant to do on a soul level if you still got these rain clouds all around you. So my love is to help you to dismantle the ego mind. It doesn't mean the ego, the personality, because maybe that's what the lady thought I meant. We all are also a ray of the big light. So we have a personality, there's only one of each of us. And there's a very certain frequency attuned to us. So anybody in the universe would find us again once they have connected with us energetically. If you are highly, highly energetic person, So we are unique, and therefore we are a ray of the light. That's our personality. But the ego, when I talk about the ego, it's the part that believes it's only the body, it's only its mind, it's emotion, and nothing else is valid. There isn't anything else. And therefore it believes in its emotions, it believes in its limiting and false beliefs, it believes in what it sees around it as a reality, and there's no other option. So when there's no money in the bank account, that's how it is, that's the fact, that's the reality. But when we are connected to our higher self, we know that we are infinite beings and that we can visualize, embody, feel, connect with, and the feeling of abundance. And by practicing that, we can become that. So we have got infinite possibilities. But for the ego, there's only what it sees and feels and hears and thinks. That's it. So these are the duality experiences that we have all been going through. And to live life from love, we have to uncreate all and everything that isn't true. All false beliefs, all untruths, all limitations aren't true. And when we do that work, bit by bit, every time a little bit more, we come to that place again where we are connected with our peace and our love and our joy. Always. We can just feel joy. I just go around and I feel joy because I look at things and it's all so beautiful. Everything is so beautiful. I love this time of year, getting dark sooner now. The leaves are falling, they are very yellow now. It's cool and crisp. There might be a bit of rain. Sometimes it's windy. Sometimes it rains all day, It's all beautiful. And I have the peace inside me. I don't need to do anything in order to get it. That's where I want you to get to. I want you to be able to shine your light and be your peace, just like that. And that's why I'm offering you my Rediscover Your Radiance program. That goes on for 3 months. We meet twice a week. And we go on a very personal, uniquely tailored to you healing journey to uncreate all and everything we can find that isn't in alignment with your soul. If that is something that sounds like, I'd love that, please leave me a comment or connect with me on Facebook. I will put the links underneath the video, and let's connect, let's chat. I love to hear from you and I love to connect with you. And if this helped you, this video, please like it, subscribe to it if you want more insights and uplifting wisdom and tricks and tools to learn to live from love a lot more. Click the subscribe button and the bell icon so you know when I put out a new video. It's been lovely to connect with you again, and I am looking forward to next time. Enjoy every hour of your day. It's very precious. Be grateful and feel your love. Love no matter what. Bye for now.